Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be the best day trading strategy that can make you consistent gains trading stocks, forex, and cryptocurrency. This system is built around 15-minute chart executions inside of higher time frame momentum. The key idea here is simple. Lower time frames give you the trading signals, but higher time frames control your risk level. Nothing on the lower time frames matters unless the higher time frames are giving you permission to trade. This means you can be consistent and make good money. Before I get started, please make sure to give the video a like and give me a subscribe. That way the algorithm will help me out and you guys can find more trading strategies. Now, before I give you guys the strategy, let's set up the chart. Right now I have a 20, 50, and 200 moving average on the charts. After that, all you guys have to do is add on a simple stochastic and a simple RSI. After that, this is a very quick little thing to do. Go over here for settings for the stochastic, 2155. You guys know the drill by now. The K and the D, they're going to have thicker lines. And then for the middle band here, make it white, make the opacity 100%, and then give it a thick line right there. After that, get out of it. Go over here to the RSI. Very simple for this one. Go to style, thicker lines for purple, thicker lines for the yellow. Middle band here, same drill, white, opacity 100. Make it as thick as possible, and boom, there's the setup. All right, very easy setup. Now, let's move on to the trading strategy itself. So this is going to be an easy checklist. If this is good and this is good, you can buy. Very simple. So this diagram is going to work as a strict rule-based permission system. It's not a flexible strategy and it's not discretionary. Every box you see acts as a required gate that must be passed before you're able to move forward into your trades. If any condition fails in my system, that's going to force you to stop and wait, and that's going to force you to save money. You only move down the checklist when the answer is yes, and all trade execution happens exclusively on the 15-minute time frames. It's going to make you a very good day trader. This structure is designed to eliminate emotional and impulsive trading, which is the #1 reason people lose while trading. So this slide is going to show you guys the complete trading permission flow from bottom to top. Everything starts with the higher time frame context, which sets risk parameters. How much are you going to trade? How much leverage are you going to trade? Then the 4-hour chart acts as the gatekeeper and either grants or denies you permission to day trade. If permission is granted, the 15-minute chart is used for execution, and finally predefined rules control the trade management. Every gate must be passed in order. There are no shortcuts and no exceptions, and you get to hold these trades for up to 48 hours, which can give you some fantastic profit. Step 1 is going to be the higher time frame context check. This is where you review the monthly, weekly, and daily charts. The monthly chart identifies the primary long-term direction and the major areas of support and resistance. The weekly chart is going to confirm the immediate momentum and the swing structure. The daily chart assesses the current short-term momentum and recent price action. So the purpose of this step is to determine whether the day trades will be aligned with or against the broader market. If you're going with the overall momentum, you can trade more confidently and you can trade with larger positions and more leverage. But if you're going against the momentum, maybe you want to have a smaller position and less leverage just to make sure you are taking into account you're going against the grain. You're going against what the momentum is trying to do here. Now, step 2 is going to be the 4-hour gatekeeper, and this step is absolutely required. The question is whether the 4-hour chart produces a valid momentum signal. The RSI must have a crossover and the stochastic must have a crossover around the same time. Both crossovers must occur in the same direction, either bullish or bearish. At least one of those crossovers must occur below its own 50 level for bullish trades or above the 50 level for bearish trades. If the answer is yes, day trading is now permitted and you can move to the 15-minute chart to execute trades. If the answer is no, you're going to have to wait. This is going to save you so much money and so much pain, but when you have that go signal, you guys can start going crazy on the trades. Here's a quick example for you guys. You can see there was a crossover on the stochastic and a crossover on the RSI close together, and both, although you only need one, is happening below the 50 level. Once you have that second signal to confirm that both of them have had the crossover, now you can actually day trade for the next few hours. And you can see right here, that was a beautiful day trade that you could have had during that time frame. Every trade you would have taken would have led to higher and higher gains. So this is where we actually start looking at the day trading signals. They're very easy buy and sell signals. Step 3 is going to be the 15-minute entry signal. Once the 4-hour permission is granted, the 15-minute time frame becomes your execution engine, your trading engine. The same 4-condition momentum signal must appear again on this time frame for you to buy or short. The RSI must cross its moving average, the stochastic must have its own crossover, and both of those have to be going in the same direction, with at least one going below the 50 for longs, and at least one crossing above the 50 if you guys are doing shorts. If this signal appears, you execute the day trade immediately with predefined stops and targets, and then you just sit back and wait. Let's see an example here. So going back to our last example, you can see right here we had the go-ahead signal to start day trading. Once we had both crossovers happening and when at least one happening below the 50, we had the go-ahead to start day trading. So if we go over to the 15-minute chart, now we're going to be looking for those exact same signals. We're looking for one of the crossovers to happen below the 50, and on top of that, we're looking to see if we can have both crossovers happening at the same time. So the go-ahead was right there. We had a crossover there and a crossover here. Unfortunately for us, both of those happened above the 50 level, so we're not able to take that trade. However, if you look right past here, you see two crossovers, the RSI happening above the 50 level and the stochastic happening below. And that happened to be at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. So if you guys are trading at 1 a.m., you guys got lucky. So you can see that right here, might as well just draw a circle. At 1 a.m., you could have taken that trade right there. You could have had a stop loss either here or a stop loss right there. And then you had a few options for target prices for making your money and making sure you're selling for a profit. The easiest one is right there. You can see buy there, ride the wave up if you want to. The second way is you could have opened up a Fibonacci extension tool, did the highs, which was, there you go, and go to low. And you could be selling at each level or scaling out. So sell there, sell there, sell there, sell there, sell there, sell there. All right, you have different options. But for us, the holding time is 48 hours. So it's up to 48 hours, I should say. So you could have held it for about, you had plenty of time, actually, plenty of time. You were perfectly good there. See? And that's one example of a trade right there. So this is just a slight recap of what we just talked about here. So step 4 is going to be covering the trade management rules. Day trades have a maximum holding period of up to 48 hours from entry and must be exited before the deadline, regardless of the outcome, even if your price target's not reached. A lot of times you might not hit the goal, but you'll be walking away with a profit. Stop losses are placed at the recent troughs or the swing lows or your local structure right there, and never based on arbitrary percentages. Always use those hard levels. Profit targets are set using your Fibonacci extensions or your hard levels of resistance, such as the 0.27, 2.16, very easy levels to follow along with because they do work all the time. And now your position sizing is scaled based on the higher time frame management. If you see a 15-minute buy and the 4-hour chart's good, the daily chart's bullish, the weekly chart's bullish, the monthly chart's bullish, you can invest $1,000. But if the daily's bearish, the weekly's bearish, and the monthly's bearish, and you only have the 4-hour chart going good and your 15-minute chart going good, maybe you only want to invest $400 to $500 because you just don't have that same level of confidence as the whole market going your way. Now, this is my framework, but you guys can absolutely change this. Full size 1,000, reduced size 600, minimum size 400, and of course no trade 0. This is when things are kind of going against the grain. If everything's working out, $1,000. If things are kind of choppy, only $600. If things are kind of choppy, but I really need to make a trade, but I don't feel comfortable completely with it, $400, because it's still giving me that good buy signal, but I know it's probably not going to go as high as I want to, so I don't need to be risking a large amount of money to make a small amount of money. Now, before I get started walking you guys through a few examples, these are some non-negotiable rules. The 15-minute trades cannot be executed without the 4-hour permission. The RSI and Stochastic must both produce crossovers going in the same direction, and at least one of them must be going or happening below the 50 for longs or above the 50 if you guys are trying to short, because you guys can use it for shorting and going long. And at least one crossover really has to follow that rule. If you guys don't follow it, it's going to be very, very bad. If there's no valid 15-minute signal, no trade needs to happen because you will be losing money. These rules are absolute boundaries, not suggestions. This is how you guys can grow $100 to thousands, then 10,000s, and hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you guys have to be patient and wait for the signals to give you those trade executions. Now let's bring all of this together by following all the rules we talked about. First, we're going to be starting with the monthly, weekly, and daily charts to understand the overall trend. So you can see if we go to this Bitcoin chart right here, you can see that we are bearish as far as the Stochastic and bearish as far as the RSI. Both are having crossovers, and we saw both those crossovers happen around October. And ever since October, you can see Bitcoin has actually been coming down, a signal of itself, but that's for the swing trading video. Next up, we see that the weekly chart is also bearish at this point in time, having a recent crossover here in January, another crossover right there, again, showing us a little bit more bearish activity. So if we want to go long, we are going against the grain right now. So that means smaller positions if you're going long. larger positions if you guys are going short, because you guys will be going back and forth. It's a 4-hour chart. The momentum is going to shift quite a bit. For the daily chart here, you can see that we've actually had some golden crosses here. Both the stochastic and the RSI are bullish. So the monthly and the weekly are bearish. The daily is bullish. And now we have to go to the 4-hour chart here. And the 4-hour chart at this point in time has been bearish. And we got the bearish signal, this crossover right there and this crossover right there. The crossover for the RSI is actually below the 50 as we're trying to short at this point. So we're not using that primarily, but we have the crossover. However, the stochastic is having a crossover above the 50. So now this gives us the gateway, the opening to actually short. Now, we're going to be using a line to kind of just tell us where we're able to trade from. The first one was at 12 a.m. The second one is at 12 p.m. right here. 12 a.m., 12 p.m. Okay, there we go. And then we go to 12 p.m. From here, we now have the ability to short. That's what just opened up for us. And since we know that the daily is bullish, but the weekly and monthly is bearish, that means maybe I don't trade with $1,000. Maybe that means I trade with $700 to $800 with some leverage. All right. It's not the full, but pretty darn close because everything else is working with it. Next up, we go to our 15-minute chart and we're looking for crossovers that happen, same as before, above the 50 here for us to take a short. In this example, you can see a crossover happened right here at 12:45 and another crossover happened right here at 12:15. We have to go to the second one. So we have to go to 12:45, which is right there. And you can open up a short position there now because that itself was the signal. Now, you can see there's a level of resistance right up here. That's the peak. That's where you're going to place your stop loss. Afterwards, you're going to be looking for levels of support and resistance. And at this point, you can just draw some horizontal lines to make things easier. There's a level of support right there. So if you wanted to, you could short right here and close the position right there. The next level, if you're looking to target, is right down here. Of course, it went down there a little bit earlier. Right there, of course, and right here, of course, all have been hit over the last few hours, but you have options. Other than that, you can, if you don't like Fibonacci extensions, you can just use your basic Fibonacci retracement because this is more for pulling back, you know, and you can see 1, 2, 3, whenever you hit these lines, you're able to take your position and run. And at this point, you can see how it worked out very, very well. But let's back up a little bit and try to find another crossover, because within this, you can see there was a crossover right there and a crossover right here. Both of these happened below the 50. This one's a little bit too close to tell. If it's too close to tell, just assume it's not worth trading. It's kind of simple, right? Now, below, don't worry about it. Below, don't worry about it. Above right here, but no crossover right there. That was a bullish crossover, so you can't trade that one, unfortunately. Bearish crossover right here, bearish crossover right there at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. right here. You can see how we came back down a little bit there, and so far we're waiting to see if it continues to move down. But you're able to short there, make your money, and you can see whether or not it's going to be able to hit or not. Let's go back in time a little bit further, because all we really have, oh, I took away the line actually, that was the thing. But you can see that that one worked. Now, on the flip side here, let's go back in time a little bit and just find another random crossover. Maybe when things are just looking a little bit more choppy, right? So you see a crossover over here, but no crossover. See a crossover right here, but it's happening at the same time as a bearish crossover, so you can't use it. You see another bullish crossover right there, and then you have that bullish crossover. That's really the only signal that you get. And then you have to go from the second one, which is over here at 12 p.m. So from here, if you guys see any 15-minute longs, you guys are good to go. But before we make that trade, during this time, how was everything looking? The daily was bearish, the weekly was bearish, and the monthly was bearish. So I may only trade with about $400 for this because everything is bearish and I'm choosing to go bullish just because the 4-hour chart is giving me a little bit of leeway. All right. So we back up a little bit and we start looking for some of those buy signals here. And you can see it was very choppy afterwards. So crossover right there, at least one happening below the 50. This crossover happened at 2:30 p.m. This one happened at 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. is right here. You buy right there, you have your stop loss right there. And again, you can see the different levels of resistance as they come along, or the Fibonacci levels. You can choose which one you want to do. But you can see it did rally higher and you were able to make money. There was a crossover that happened below this and a crossover right here. This one's a little bit interesting because it actually has a bearish cross throughout the trade. You're either going to let it sit and let your stop loss get hit, which it never does, or you're going to see if it hits one of your price targets. So even if you see things starting to teeter on the momentum, feel free to just let the trade ride out, unless you just want to take a little profit you guys have made, make your money, and just grow the portfolio over time. That's always going to be a good choice as well. Next crossover right here, this was above, we don't take it. You can see there was a nice move, we still don't take it. Okay, the discipline here is going to be crucial. Crossover there. This happens to be at 1 p.m. So right there, you can open a trade right there. You can have a stop loss right there. And guess what? Even though the trade worked out, you got stopped out. It's unfortunate, but it happens. I'm trying to make sure you guys understand it's not going to be 100% perfect. Crossover right here with a crossover right there. This one ended up working out. For this one, you're either going to have a stop loss there or there. And again, it got hit, and that's kind of unfortunate. And again, it's just the way it is. You can see the volatility happening here. This was a big news event day, historical, but again, you had another crossover there below with another crossover that happened a while ago, so you're still good. 6:30 a.m., that's right here. You bought this one, next level of resistance, you made your money back, you're fine. This crossover here, again, you made your money back, you're fine. It's a difficult strategy because it requires you guys to have a large amount of discipline. But remember what I told you guys. We're trading with only $400 around this time because the momentum is going against us. So while you're making all of your money doing the $1,000 trades over here shorting Bitcoin, right? You're trading only with a few $100s on this side because you know the momentum is really against it, and that's going to make it harder for you to make money. So you're mitigating your chances of losing money, and really when you know you're going to make a good trade, you are putting your money where your mouth is, and that's how you guys are able to make some consistent profits. But it's imperative that you guys understand what's happening with the weekly charts, the monthly charts, and the daily charts, because that means that when trading is going to be more difficult, you're only trading with $400. When trading is going to be very easy, you're trading with $1,000. Makes life a lot easier, wouldn't you say? So that's the basics of the strategy. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I've been making a lot more strategy videos for you like this. And pretty soon I'll be doing the swing trading strategy version of it as well, just in case you guys want to learn how to swing trade and hold for days instead of just, 2 days, a week, month. You make a lot more money that way too. And it's a lot easier because you just like sit and rest for a little bit. See you guys. Today's sponsor is Blueberry Markets. They're a regulated trading broker offering Forex, crypto, indices, and stocks with tight spreads, fast execution, and platforms like MetaTrader and TradingView. If you want to check them out, the link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, today's sponsor is Weeks, a global crypto trading exchange where you can trade hundreds of cryptocurrencies, use futures and spot markets, and even copy expert traders, all from one secure platform. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. Thanks.